Staying on music, a lot of music did come out. We mentioned earlier in the pod. We didn't listen to none of it, but one that I'm always going to listen to anytime I see Pusha T or Jay-Z pop up, I'm definitely listening to it. So Pusha T's album is coming out this week, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Hold up, don't hold me to it.
Yeah, wasn't it like the 18th?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know when it's coming out. Let's see. Who knows when it's coming out? It's coming out in the next few weeks. I don't know if it has an actual date.
Oh, right there, look.
Oh, he's going on tour.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we out for sure.
Wait, what's that one?
So, sorry, people.
The 8th.
Yeah, it didn't come out. So
maybe it's just being delayed.
Yeah, who knows when it's
gonna.
gonna.
Friday. Go back to the Secret Links.
Who knows when it's coming out?
I would go to a Pusha T concert.
But they dropped a song. Pharrell, Pusha T, Jay-Z.
Yeah. Did you say that on the pod when you were talking about Kanye producing Pusha T's music, or was that off?
No, that was on the mic. Oh. So for anybody that didn't hear that conversation, basically, I think that Pusha T is capable of doing a lot musically. But I do feel like the influence of Kanye on a lot of his music does keep him back in terms of what I would probably say to be commercial success, because Kanye likes to hear Pusha T on soul samples, and you could hear like Daytona, Kanye made all of those beats, and they all pretty much were just, chopped samples.
Not What Will Meek Do.
That was a sample.
Oh, but it wasn't soul.
Well, it was a soul sample.
But it wasn't, it wasn't like a soulful sound. Right?
Yeah. So just Kanye's sampling style, he wants to do a lot of that kind of stuff, which I think puts Pusha T in a box because nobody's going to listen to that on the radio. And not that matters, and Pusha T's never been that artist, but low-key, he kind of has been, where he was able to rap and be himself, but on production that allows it to be listenable, if that makes sense.
We had him on No Flex Zone. I think people forget all the stuff he's been on.
Like
No Flex Zone, Mercy. Was he on Mercy?
He was on Mercy. Even before that.
Was he on Click?
No.
He was in the music video though, I thought.
I didn't even know Click had a music video.
You didn't? They was in the or was that Mercy?
That was Mercy. Then when they were on Parking Garage.
Park Garage, yeah. Dang. Yeah, wait. Click don't got that?
No, I don't think so.
They did a disservice to the world by not having the video.
Yeah. But basically, Pusha T's been on a lot of stuff. Like, I don't know what kids were outside. I've listened to Pusha T forever, but like when he was doing like Mr. Me Too, when he was with Clips, Grinding, all these different types of beats. Grinding was a Pharrell produced beat. I just feel like them being all, together from Virginia, they just have like a certain sound, certain way to work together. And Pusha T and Pharrell have been working together way longer than Kanye and Pusha T have been working together. And part of the reason why Kanye probably even knows Pusha T is because of Pharrell anyway. So I feel like those two definitely work really well together. They dropped a new song called Neck and Wrist. I think it's just called Neck and Wrist. Yeah, I think it's Neck and Wrist. Yeah, Neck and Wrist. Because I'm thinking of the hook. It's like Neck and Wrist Don't Lie. But I'm like, is it called Neck and Wrist Don't Lie? But the song was hard. I just can't stop listening to it for some reason. The beat is like, it's like stripped down. It's exactly like what Pusha T raps on, but just without like the sampling part. And there's nothing wrong with sampling. I don't want to sound like that, but we've gotten that from Pusha T. We know he can do that. Yeah. That's my only thing. But it was tough. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Particularly, people debate because Jay-Z and Pusha T have been doing songs back and forth with each other fairly recently. Or maybe I'm making that up. Maybe it was just Drug Dealers Anonymous, but
what, like
that they've done together, yeah.
Yeah, it might have not been actually.
I don't know why I feel like they've done more songs than that.
Kanye and Pusha T have been working together for like neck and neck, like side by side for years now. But
yeah, Push probably didn't get many Jay-Z verses, but no matter what though, I think now that we have these two songs with them together, people have been asking for a whole collab album. We know Jay-Z ain't doing that, but
Jay-Z done with music.
it would be interesting to hear. But the song came out, people were in a frenzy because Jay-Z popping up, and
you think that's how Jay-Z is going to be the rest of his career?
I hope so.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good way to go out. Because like we don't need another album. Low key.
Yeah, he raps like when it's necessary.
Yeah.
And like that to me.
That's the dates.
Yeah.
Wait.
That to me makes it no. That to me makes it makes the music better when it's like not forced, like where people are not forcing their music. It's not as rushed. It's not like a high volume, so it drops the quality. But long story short, let's just get right into Jay-Z's verse. There was a lot of debate, you know, whose verse was better, Jay-Z or Pusha T. It depends what you were coming to the song for.
I don't like those comparisons.
Yeah,
when they're on the same song. Well, when it's two people. I mean, I guess you kind of always have to compare those.
Yeah, I wouldn't compare these two verses just because the purpose of the two verses was a lot different. Like Push came on here to just rap, do his like, you know, drug coke rap kind of thing, and flex. But like Jay-Z came on with the purpose of addressing a lot of different things that he sees on the internet. Mm-hmm. So the verses were different. I think when people go the route of trying to address what's on the internet or address disses or anything like that, it gets more people like, oh my God, the verse was crazy. Not saying that it wasn't, but it does make people, you know, look a little bit more into the verse like, yo, Jay-Z said this, and kind of ignore Pusha T's verse, even though if he was talking to, you know what I mean? Like, it's just more attention to it
which kind of sucks though.
Yeah, because Push raps, like he's always gonna be rapping. So,
but he is expected. He probably knows that.
Yeah.
Like you have, like I think any artist though, when they know they have somebody major on their song, that the attention's gonna be on them.
Yeah.
Like everybody who's getting these Nicki verses lately, they gotta know.
Yeah.
And they be gassed about their number ones, and it's like, you know, you only got that number one because Nicki was on it, or like Lotto. You only got that number one because Mariah Carey. You should still celebrate that, but relax. No, I'm just saying.
So the thing about Jay-Z's verse, we'll get right to it. Jay-Z addressed a few different people on this verse, and it definitely gave it a lot more attention. So for me, in my opinion, because Jay-Z raps with like a lot of different entendres and quadruple entendres, you have to like really sit there and dissect what he's saying. Especially nowadays, you know, he has like a slower flow. It's like you could kind of understand it a little better. It's like more clear. He gets in his billionaire bragging thing, which I enjoy. But for me, in my opinion, and people can take this however they want, in my opinion, I think that he sent shots at three people. So the most obvious one doesn't need to be debated is Faizon Love, which is like the first line of the song. Second one to me would be sending shots at Reason, the rapper, for those of you that may not know, from the West Coast. And third one, and it might be a reach, but is Birdman. So those are the three that I have. Mm-hmm. So people can debate all day long whether they think that those three are true. We know Faizon Love for sure is one, but the other two people can debate all day long.
And now we know we can't even use Rap Genius really to confirm, because I always thought Rap Genius was verified.
Not all the time, no.
Yeah, it's just they have contributors, right, who get like a verified, but doesn't mean that what their contributions are verifiable.
Yeah,
they're just like music experts.
Yeah, it's only verified if the artist comes in. I've seen Pusha T go into lyrics and confirm like, yeah, this is true.
And then you saw Nicki recently was like, no.
Yeah.
It wasn't who I was talking about.
Yeah. But Jay-Z responded to Faizon Love. For those of you guys that don't know, Faizon Love, comedian, he did an interview a few years ago with Vlad TV that recently resurfaced, only because Vlad does this thing, and not saying that it's not smart, but he does interviews with people where they say like outlandish things or just whatever they say. And Vlad, because he clips it and then reposts it as a throwback video. And he does this all the time, and it always works. Like, say this person just murdered somebody and he did an interview with them 10 years ago. He's going to pull up the clip
where they say something,
about like, oh yeah, I shoot my ops. Like he's one of those. So he did.
Smart though.
He re-uploaded. No, we don't like Vlad. No, we're not really Vlad.
He's out.
He's definitely the cops. He re-uploaded this clip where Faizon Love was talking about Jay-Z and saying how Jay-Z never sold drugs and that he just was sitting on the bench watching another person I'm not going to name. Don't want to implicate or indict anybody selling. It was he basically said that he was watching somebody else sell the drugs and that he never actually did it, and he just rapped about other people selling drugs his whole career. Mm-hmm. So that was Faizon's opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know where Faizon Love is from. I think he's from California. He's not from Marcy Projects. I don't know why he was so angry in the interview.
He was angry?
He was like screaming.
What the heck?
So
people who scream like that, it just will confuse me. Like that guy Sharp who's on No Jumper lately. Like, why are you so angry? Not cute. It's very weird. But yeah.
Yeah, so that's where the birth of this whole line came from, where he said, the Faizon Love, I wouldn't believe it either. You know, Faizon Love, the double entendre, you feel me? You know Jay-Z gonna give you those bars. But the interesting part about that is that, like, that interview was mad old. I don't know why it resurfaced again now.
Yeah, like now it looks like Jay-Z's responding to something old.
Yeah, so I can't tell if he's responding to the original clip or the fact that it's resurfaced.
He probably never responded in the first place, because I'm sure he wasn't watching that.
But it was years ago, though.
I know,
so that's what I'm wondering.
Maybe that part never actually blew up like years ago either. Or maybe it did, and maybe he just didn't feel like addressing it back then, and now that it's back, he's like, might as well say something about it.
Right. But that clip resurfaced like really recently. Like, I'm like, when did he write this verse? Yesterday? Like, but
sometimes celebrities really don't care enough about what's going on about them. They might have just heard it.
Yeah.
Grapevine. So maybe he really just didn't hear it the first time.
Yeah, and why would Jay-Z be paying attention to Faizon Love?
Yeah.
No disrespect, but you know. But yeah, so he sent shots at Faizon. Well, it wasn't even really a shot. He said, the Faizon Love, I wouldn't believe it either. He didn't really diss him.
Yeah.
But he did address it, saying that I'm better than all y'all.
Basically
I'm so good, you would think,
Like basically where I'm at in life, I wouldn't believe that either.
Yeah. Not much of a breakdown needed there. Pretty straightforward. Yeah. And then he says something, and sorry I don't have the exact lyrics, but I have it off the top of my head. He said that I wouldn't listen to Reason either. Now, for those of you that don't know, Reason is a very fire rapper from the West. Initially, when I heard that, because I feel like people that would diss Reason, if they ever diss Reason in the future, it's too easy to use his name Reason to diss, right?
Yeah, because that's
just a common word. So when I heard it, I overlooked it because I'm like, just because he said the word Reason doesn't mean it's a diss towards Reason.
That's like when Drake said he has the Ruby Rose watch or something, or he said he got the Ruby Rose something. Everybody was mad that Ruby said that it was a shout out to her. They're like, no, they're talking about the watch. And she's like, no, I've had people that confirmed it. Like it was a double entendre. Clearly, like he was talking about the color and he was just giving her a shout out. But that's different. Reason obviously is a dictionary word. It's a word we all use every day probably. Yeah.
So when I first heard it, because of that, I kind of ignored it. I was like, he's not dissing Reason. Mostly because I was like, why would he diss Reason? Yeah. So maybe I'm just not familiar. But I do know with younger rappers, they do like to do the Jay-Z, like sort of talk about Jay-Z or like compare themselves to Jay-Z.
Why? To get that.
Because that's the goal. That's like what everybody wants is like the Jay-Z status and like, in terms of accomplishments, selling music.
Most people won't business. Get there. Like some people have realized somebody like a Jay-Z is like a once in a generation type of person. And not even a once in a generation. He's like the best to ever do it as far as that. From any generation. No one has made it to his level as far as success. Obviously, Kanye is up there too, but it's like nobody's done it like them.
Yeah.
And also, too, we have to realize rap is a newer genre. So a lot of people who made it to an old age, is not many, obviously, because there's not many rappers. Like, rapper hasn't been around that long.
For like 40 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. And Jay-Z's 60, right? Is he like 60?
No, he's 50.
50 something? Yeah. But still, I'm saying, like, more and more, eventually we might see people on Jay-Z's level because there's more people becoming rich and his rappers are, a lot, not all of them, but some are getting into older age now, finally. We haven't seen a lot of rappers in an old age because they've been dying. And the genre's newer, but...
Yeah. People usually do that specifically, not with the business thing. They're just talking about rap in general. I'm not familiar with if Reason actually said anything about Jay-Z, but if he did, then I would assume it would be like that because I know a lot of rappers do that. And Jay-Z gets mad when people do that because he's like, he says like, how are these... What did he say in So Appalled? He said... basically he was just saying like, why am I even in a conversation with these new rappers? Like, why, like, after all of this, like, and who I am,
you
like,
say after all, like these beginners.
yeah, how are these beginners mentioned with me? Whatever he said, how is my name being mentioned amongst all these beginners? So if I was to guess what Reason said, and for any Reason fans listening to this, please let me know if I might have missed something. I don't know if Reason dissed him, because sometimes people do that too. Like I remember Absol dissed Jay-Z. He was like, it was a shot. He was like, I used to want to rap like Jay-Z, but now I feel like I run. God, I used to want to rap like Jay-Z. Now I feel like I can run laps around Jay-Z. Yeah. Y'all ain't see nothing this nasty. Big and Pac got it coming when I pass too. So these young rappers, they do that. Like they do compare themselves, say I'm better than them. I used to admire you, but now that I'm here, I don't admire you no more. So I can imagine that's why he might have caught a shot. I didn't think it was at first, but then listening to Rory and Mal talk about it, it might have sounded like Reason thought it actually was.
Going on Genius to see if they say anything.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, not Reason. I'm like, what he did? What Reason did? But I'll be interested to see how that goes. I'm like, I wouldn't necessarily. Jay-Z does have his ear to the streets, but I wouldn't necessarily think that he would be in tune with Reason.
You might though. You'd be surprised.
I know, but
I feel like a lot of people feel like because people like Jay-Z and Beyonce are so quiet, I mean they understand. No, they see what's going on.
No, I definitely agree. I just wonder what it was. Like what happened. Unless I just missed something, but I thought that shot was interesting.
Yeah.
And it might not have been about him, but that's up for people to decide. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you think about that line. And the last thing, I'm gonna get the specific bar for this one because I'm not gonna say it right. But Pusha T, where I feel like he might have took a shot at Birdman.
Why does Pusha T have beef with Birdman?
Jay-Z. I'm sorry, did I say Pusha T?
Yeah.
Oh, my fault. Jay-Z said a line where I feel like it was.
Why does he have beef with Birdman?
Because Birdman was one of those, because when people, it's one of those things where like once you get to a certain level, you kind of get pit against each other. And Birdman is one of those people that has a significant amount of money. And in terms of like rap, entertainer, management, mogul kind of people, he is up there with people like Master P and I guess Rick Ross, maybe Jay-Z, like those sort of people on that level. So I just think it might have been a competitive thing. Birdman might have said something. Once you get there, people throw shots at each other all the time. So like when it's on him, he's like, they ain't got, he's like, y'all got baby money. That was the shot at Birdman because Birdman's original name was Baby. If you don't know, for you young kids out there, but this might be a reach, but I'm saying that this was about Birdman just because of that past history. He said, I blew bird money and y'all talking Twitter feed. Now I'll give you listen. Look at me. The Genius annotation. Let's see what it says. Hove can't believe Birdman is still appearing on the same list as him. At the end of 2020, Birdman had to sell his Miami mansion at a $4 million loss. He originally paid $14.5 and sold it for $10.85. Hove boasts that he could put a painting on his wall worth that much. Hove has blown Birdman's net worth and is still financially solvent, hence blew bird money. Twitter's logo is a blue bird.
Like he blew his money. Yeah. Like basically the money that he has, he blew that already. Like.
Yeah, and that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought I was crazy. Apparently not, because other people think the same thing.
Nah, that's too specific. He wouldn't just use bird for no reason.
Well, because bird is in addition to, the song is about like neck and wrist don't lie. It's about like, drug dealing, money and all that kind of stuff. So blowing bird money when a bird is like, is related to selling cocaine.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming the first time I heard it, I was like,
it probably means both.
Yeah, exactly. Quadruple entendres.
Yeah.
Blowing bird money, blowing money from selling drugs, whatever.
Yeah.
And then
meaning both.
It says Twitter's logo was a blue bird, and the billionaire sold 80% of Tidal to Square, which is Jack Dorsey's financial services company, for $350 million. So blowing bird money, the proceeds he got from selling Tidal.
That's crazy. Being a rapper is crazy.
No, being Jay-Z is crazy. Listen, I'm telling you, anytime Jay-Z starts rapping, I don't want to hear anything from anybody else.
Most rappers don't think about that when they make these verses.
It's a quadruple
Most
entendre.
rappers literally just see what words rhyme.
Yeah, the Dr. Seuss rappers.
Yeah, they don't think about stuff like that.
Hat, bat, cat. It was a quadruple entendre. When I listen to Jay-Z, listen, y'all. When Jay-Z drops a verse, I don't want to hear nothing from anybody else. I don't want to hear nobody else rap. I don't want to hear whatever TikTok song y'all playing. This is real rap. Quadruple entendres, triple entendres. Don't even ask me how. So those are the three. Faizon, Reason, Birdman. Reason, I don't know what Reason did. Reason, if you're watching this on my IG, tell me what happened. Come up here and pod for real. Tell us what happened. But yeah. It was a great verse. And hopefully Reason responds, because Reason could really rap, and Faizon Love doesn't rap and Birdman don't rap.
Yeah.
But I hope Reason responds, because I would love to hear it.
We don't have a lot of like stuff like that no more.
No competitive nature.
Everybody wants, like you said, what you said earlier, everybody just wants to tweet.
Yeah. Like, no, let's wrap it out. Yeah. Let's make some money around this.
Like, that's like, oh my God, if Cardi actually responded through like bars with Nicki, that would have been embarrassing. She would have lost so bad. Because she would have had because I feel like when it comes to rap beef though, I would be like, ghostwriters are off limits. Nah, you gotta write your own beef. We got beef, but this is about our skill. You gotta write. But how would you confirm that she wrote?
You wouldn't be able to. But has Nicki ever really done a diss to, like, I know she's dissed people, but like, has it been?
She's had full on like beefs in her songs. But like her whole verse on that that song we just listened to, what's his face? Ugh, the Make Love song. The one? You know that song?
Make Love?
Yeah, the song's called Make Love. When she said, go against Nicki, it's going to cost you. The one she said she took 2 bars just to laugh. That song's called Make Love by Gucci.
I never listened to that song.
I played it for you.
No, I know what the song you're talking about. I just don't listen to it. I know that song, that verse was horrible. I took 3 bars off just to laugh.
The other day we literally was going through all Nicki songs. I played it for you.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
But I'm saying like that was that whole verse was a diss to
right. That's not what I'm saying.
What's her name? Remy Ma.
And then Remy smoked her. And
then she made raps like to Little Mama, like whole songs. So
was it good though? Like,
yeah, it was good.
It's not about
songs
being.
By Remy Ma too. The one with Drake in it.
It's not about being.
When it was like back to back, me and Jizzy laughed at that. That song too was a diss to her. And she was in London. I don't need no frauds.
Anyway, yeah, it's it would be interesting. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that
she should respond.
She always does, like, not even. They're still technically subliminal. She never said, "Hey, Remy Ma, blah blah blah," or "Hey, whatever, blah 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 blah." So it's still kind of subliminal.
No, it was direct shots though about like, oh, you saw what kind of bum bitch sells.
That's still subliminal
for Iraq. Yeah, but you know who she's talking about. That story.
That's still subliminal. That's the definition of it. If you're not explicitly,
I'm pretty sure there's no frauds. Or she said something about Papoose. Like she said his name because like, that's her man. She's said names.
Okay. She said names, whatever. She hasn't gotten in like a rap battle with anybody. Cause rapping and doing like.
But even when Tupac said like, I should have FDB, you fat. He never said Biggie's name in that song. But we knew who he was talking about.
Why are you not understanding what I'm saying? You're talking about names. I'm saying she's never gotten a rap battle with. No, you brought up
names. You said she never said nobody's name.
And she doesn't. She still hasn't.
Yeah, but a lot of rappers don't do that. They don't say names.
But she also hasn't gotten in a rap battle. That's what I'm saying.
But has any rapper who's had beef gotten in a battle?
Yeah.
Oh, like when you go back and forth, like
yeah, that's what I mean. Yes.
Okay, and Meek.
Yes, Nicki has never been in a battle.
Okay,
yes.
No.
Specifically dropped this song.
Well, yeah, because like when Remy Ma dropped Ether and all that, that was the back to back. They were going back and forth. They were.
Okay, and she lost. What other times did she? What other times?
I'm pretty sure she did one with Lil' Kim too. Then Lil' Kim did one.
All right, I'm gonna have to do my own research.
Yeah, we had to do our research to come back, but yeah, I was saying all that to say like I just like when music is like that. So if Reason did say something back, but then again, it's like is that how rap beef starts? Like somebody makes a subliminal, and somebody comes back with a whole song, or has it always been somebody? Well, yeah, that's how it starts, right?
It depends. Like sometimes,
that's how the Meek and Drake one started, right? Then Meek throw shots, and then Drake came back with a whole verse. I mean, a whole song.
It depends because like it usually starts from like a real life scenario that happened. Like with the Meek one was
the ghostwriting.
The ghostwriting thing, but like
Meek was already being weird before then.
It was because Drake was tweeting out everybody else's album except Meek's.
And they had that song.
Yeah, they had Rico.
Yeah.
And then Meek found out that that was ghostwritten after he thought that Drake was sending shots at Meek on his own song.
He was kind of paranoid.
Yeah, so then he got mad, tweeted it out, and then Drake did a little subliminal, and then Meek dropped "Wanna Know" this song with the sample in the back of like the reference track, whatever. And
Rico?
then
Oh,
there's a song called "Wanna Know."
he was using the Ghost Riders reference track.
Yeah. And then Drake dropped back to back, and then it was over. So that would be like a back and forth battle.
Meek dropped something else after back to back. Sorry, you know.
Yeah, he dropped I love that song too. I still listen to it too. But it came out, it's called War Pain. It came out way after that. Like way after that. It was on DC4.
Okay, but swore Drake won back to back.
And he did.
No, Drake dropped 2 songs during that time. He dropped something before back to back.
He dropped Charged Up.
That's why, Charged Up. That's why it was called back to back.
Yeah.
He dropped a second one, like right away, I think.
Yeah, he dropped Charged Up and back to back. Meek dropped. Meek dropped because both of those were terrible. Charged Up and Wanna Know were both bad. And then back to back came out, and then
back to back was bad. Ever just be on Drake's nuts. I mean, it's a good song. I like it. You know, I've been listening to it still to this day.
I never got into it.
Kind of like the beat.
The beat even is like okay. Nah, man.
Back to back.
Because that's what I mean. Like for me, I don't do that whole like. The beat don't even matter to me. It's like, what are you saying? Because the story of Added On beat, I hate that beat. And that's not even the name of this actual song. I forgot the actual song.
It is the story of Added On. That's what it's called.
The song is called The Story of Added On?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, that's the Jay-Z's version of it? What was the Jay-Z's version?
The story of OJ.
The Story of OJ, that's what it was.
Yeah.
The Story of OJ beat. I wanted to address it properly. The Story of OJ beat, I hate that beat.
Is that a sample of something else? The story of OJ? Or was that a raw beat, like made from?
No, that's a Nina Simone sample.
Oh, okay, yeah, it is. Oh, yeah. No, well, yeah, the other part is the whole thing is.
Yeah.
But obviously they add stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So technically,
I hated.
I'm saying the story that I added on was. I mean, it's a story of OJ sample, but a sample could be sampled. Usually it is.
Yeah. Well, he just took the beat, so technically, yeah.
Yeah, but I think he slowed it down. No,
He did.
Yeah, no.
Whatever. No matter what he did, I hate that beat. But what he was saying was more important than the beat itself. So I don't pay attention to production on this song. Like I just don't.
The whole song was about Jay-Z and his people. I mean, not Jay-Z, Drake and his people.
Yeah.
Drake, what I don't like about his disses is that sometimes he goes off track and starts talking about stuff that's not even relevant, just to get a rhyme in.
Yeah, I don't pay
Or he
attention
starts
to.
throwing shots at other people. Like that's why even Pusha says, "Stop putting Kanye in my verses." Like this is about me and you. Like why? And then you want to bring up my wife. Like why are you bringing up other people? Like nigga, talk to me. So that's why I like Jay-Z's good with that. Cause he just every line was about literally
Pusha T.
Pusha T. Sorry, I keep
said
mixing it.
Jay-Z, yeah.
I know my brain. Pusha T. Every single line was literally about Drake. And then obviously he had how much time he got left. That man is 6'6". Oh, that was a freaking fire part. Oh my god, that was the 6'6".
Yeah, I hated back to back. It's still not good to me because that's the
Back-to-back
thing.
was so bad. Everybody gassed up. Oh, world tour. Oh my god. Ooh.
World tour, girl tour.
Like, that was so mid.
That's like the middle school girl.
Yeah, and they were like, oh.
I pay attention to what's being said. Like,
yeah.
And Drake is a great artist, and I don't want to disrespect anybody.
But he's not no battle rapper. At all.
No disrespect to me even mentioning this, but like when he said, since you want to talk about my fiance, let's see who you chose as your Beyonce. Like stuff like that is way harder to me than the world tour, girl tour thing. I never liked back to back. I don't pay attention to the beat. I don't care about all that when this is. So
that was a horrible diss.
When you brought up Nicki, I'm like, okay, she had quotables, but what is being said? Like that's what
Make
matters
Love
to me.
was good in my opinion.
No, it wasn't. I took a couple bars off just to laugh. It's horrible. Barbs kill me. I don't care. That's horrible.
But it's kind of funny. It's like I don't even gotta even say nothing right now. I just gotta laugh. Like,
and then she got smoked after that, so clearly she had to say something. Remy Ma's a way better rapper than Nicki Minaj.
Whoa, Barbs.
All right.
Barbs.
Anyway,
Barbs.
I don't care. Barbs. I'll fight all y'all.
I mean but I can respect that whole verse was like basically about her though, and it was a long verse. But to this day, go against Nicki's gonna cost. Yeah, people bring up that quote today because every time someone's gone against her, except Cardi B, it hasn't turned out well for them.
But how so?
I think shows get canceled, people kind of flop.
But those people usually, like, nobody's really checking for Remy Ma music.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not like...
It's not, yeah, because obviously Cardi was the biggest example. She went against her, and everybody thought Cardi's career was over.
I promise you, nobody listens to Remy Ma listens to Nicki Minaj. Remy Ma has a specific audience, so it's almost like the people that thought that, like, Pusha T was going to get canceled and his career was going to be over just because he dissed Drake. It's like, it's not even the same audience. Like, nobody that was listening to Pusha T cares about Hotline Bling.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Quotables. I don't care about quotables.
Cause it's kind of like, all right, I'm the iPhone, you the Nokia. Everybody knows you jealous. It's so clear. Tell them bum bitches to play their role. She sees me every time she scroll.
That's tough.
I got it in the can though.
All right.
No, but I like that part.
I got it in the can though.
Every time she scrolls, you see me. I like that part because it's like you can block me, you can unfollow me, but you gonna see me. Whether I'm gonna repost it on the page. No. You gonna see me.
I got it in the can dough. And I know she paused. She had that pause. Your
career's gonna end up with Anna Nicole. With your bum ass face. She ain't eating, but I swear she got some bum ass taste.
It's horrible.
Text a man like, dog, how that bum ass taste? Pay your rent and stay in your bum ass place.
Ooh, fire emojis. Ooh, she got her.
Oh, you the queen of this here? One platinum plaque album flopped.
Where?
And then she pauses and she laughed. I took 2 bars off just to laugh.
All right, we get into our last topic here.
Silly rabbit.
Stop it.
What you say?
Stop it.
To be the queen of rap, you gotta stay working. You gotta get plaques. S, plural, like the S on my chest. Now sit your bum ass down. You got an F on your test.
That's not middle school raps. That's fifth grade raps.
All right, it is.
I don't care about impact. I don't pay attention to nothing. Tell me what the person said.
Nobody's touching Tupac, Jay-Z, Nas, Pusha T, I would say, when it comes to battle raps. But this is. They're like the top for me.
One of Biggie's songs is crazy.
Well, we have Biggie.
I'm not going to talk about it, but I Got a Story to Tell is probably one of the wildest songs ever. I'm going to leave
basically
that one
anybody, like, they don't do it like, not... No present day rapper.
There's no storytelling. Actually, you know, one of the rappers that was really good at that, unfortunately, you know, taken too soon. King Von was really good at storytelling, whether it was real or not. Like the way he was rap, he's like, I did it this, and then we went there, and then I did that.
He would have been good with some battle.
He liked the trap Slick Rick.
Why they had to take him?
Yeah, that's crazy.